and this is the Algebra 1 and the quick review. So just a quick review on how to write the equation of a line. All right, and so different scenarios. The key to everything is slope-intercept form for a linear function, y equals mx plus b. So indeed, all you need to write the equation of a line is the slope, the m, and the y-intercept, the b. All right, and there are different scenarios that you can have. One, they could give you the slope, they could give you the y-intercept. Don't forget, if they give you a point that has a x-coordinate of 0, then the y-coordinate is indeed the y-intercept. So don't forget about that. That's a possibility that could come up in this scenario. Okay, let's do one here. Let's suppose we have a line through the point 6,4 with the slope of y equals 5/3. Now, you can use the point slope formula to find the equation of the line, or you can just use y equals mx plus b. Remember, the x is a 6 and the y is 4. So by substituting these values into y equals mx plus b, so 4 goes in for the y, 5/3 in for the m, right, the slope, and then the x is a 6 plus b. All right, so we can reduce here. We got a 10, add a negative 10 to both sides, and we end up with negative 6 equals b. I now have the slope. I now have the y-intercept. I can write the equation of the line. Y equals 5/3 the slope, x, minus 6. All right, so let me show you that here on a graph. And all right, got a couple other lines there, no big deal. But y equals 5/3 x minus 6. And so in this scenario, sure enough, we're going through the point 6,4. And that would be right there. And our slope is up 5, or I can go backwards, down 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the right 3, 1, 2, 3, and that would be the line right there. Okay, so we're able to write the equation of line by finding the slope and finding the y-intercept. Okay, what another situation? What if they just tell you you have 2 points? Well, the first thing you have, again, your whole thought is y equals mx plus b, right? It's what we're after, y equals mx plus b, and so that's our pattern. Oops, sorry about that. So y equals, let me get a better pen here, mx plus b. So in this scenario, we've got to find the slope first off. And we're going to use the slope formula. We did this earlier. M equals the vertical change, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, over the horizontal change, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Again, remember, let's label our points, x1, y1, x2, y2. We'll sub in those values now. y2 is an 8, minus sign from the formula, y sub 1 is 4. Bottom, x sub 2 is a 1, minus sign from the formula, and x sub 1 is 3. We end up with a 4 over negative 2 for a negative 2 slope. All right, so our slope is negative 2. Again, how do we find now our y-intercept? Well, again, you can use the point slope formula, or again use y equals mx plus b. Use either point. I'll use the first one. I'll use the y of 4. We found our slope, it's negative 2. x1 for that point is a 3 plus b. We have a negative 6, add a positive 6 to both sides, we get b equals 10. So remember, once you have the slope and you have the y-intercept, you just sub those in for m and b. So y equals negative 2x plus 10, and there's our slope-intercept form of that line or that equation. Okay, so what if they give you a graph? Well, again, what do you need? The m and the b. Well, look, there's b right there, right? 4. And if you can, look for another clear point. There's one, and we can figure out our slope. What's the vertical change? I went up 2. I went to the right 3. Okay. Y equals slope, 2/3 x, and the y-intercept is 4 plus 4. There's the equation of the red line. Now, the blue one would be a little bit different. It's not clear what the y-intercept is. But I can find 2 clear points to find the slope. There's one right there, and there's another right there. Okay, the slope of this is down 1, to the right 1, 2, 3, to the right 3. So I know my slope is a negative 1/3. I would again go back to having a slope, and I'd use the coordinates from one of the point to find b, and then I could write the equation of that line. Hey, it all comes down to y equals mx plus b. You need 2 things to write the equation of a line, and that is the slope and the y-intercept.